Hello everyone, we're doing some Demoday 21 games. Today we've got Procgen Drone Shooter, Super Early Demoday Edition. We're going to give this a playtest, see if we can give some nice feedback. I'm going to read the game page here real quick. And it says, rebooting this. Got as far as basic level generation. You can literally do nothing except fly around the levels. Press enter to reload the level once it inevitably screws up. WASD to move, Q and E to roll, control and shift to fly vertically. Alrighty. So, get comfortable here real quick. I think I probably already have something to say about the control scheme here. Let's get rid of that overlay. So it just kind of launches right into this. Wow. Alright, so for some reason I've only moved the mouse and I've already rotated quite weirdly here, I guess. It's very confusing. Of course, I'm used to most first-person games. You have kind of a ceiling and a point on the ceiling and on the floor. Like if you look straight up or straight down, it just kind of stops and you can't go past that. So it gets pretty wonky when you're doing that. But I guess that makes sense for like flying a drone or whatever. And I guess Q and E is to rotate. Now, as I understand, it's control and shift for up and down, so that makes sense. I suppose. I will say, though, that what I'm used to for this sort of thing is to use the space bar for moving upwards and control for down. Oh shoot, I can't go back. Well, that's weird that it would drop frames when I have my face up to the wall here. Whereas if I don't, it's like faster. That seems kind of opposite what I'm used to. I kind of want to go back there. I'm gonna go ahead and smash the enter button. Just flew through that door inadvertently. But yeah, I'm used to using spacebar and control. But this is fine too, I guess. It's nice to be able to use shift for other things, I guess, too. Press space to open doors. Oh. See, I was messing around and I did that. WASD to move, Q and E to rotate. That's about it. Press space to open doors. Alright. So yeah, it's like really easy to get off kilter. Wow. See, like I'm sideways. Just from looking around a little. So that's interesting. I think that's probably something you could work out. If you chose to. It's really bizarre. Like, I don't know if there's like a bug involved in that. He's just moving left and right, you end up getting like spinning around. So yeah, it is weird. I think you could probably work that out if you modified the controls a little, so it kind of always left and right is always on a horizontal plane unless you rotate it intentionally. I imagine that would be possible. So this says observation, don't they both say that? So it's kind of weird that we have like a symmetrical design here, because I guess it maybe doesn't matter. Well, it is called Procgen, so I would assume that these are procedurally generated levels to some extent. Oh, kind of clipping through these things here. Wow, do I clip through everything? Oh, not that. Alright, so some stuff I do. Whoop. It's pretty weird. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting very disoriented with the way the camera kind of rotates unpredictably here. So I did set it on the highest graphics setting when I ran it, just to see if that would work okay. And it's fairly acceptable. It is dropping some frames here and there. I do have a GTX 970 GPU, so it's quite pretty looking. I don't know if these are like store-bought assets or anything, but they do look nice. I like kind of the colors and stuff. Now, what might that be? Just a bunch of gibberish. Looks like something that could be interacted with, but I assume that that's not a thing at this point. So I guess this is some kind of weird plane. Oh, like a one-way plane? I can't go down through it. That was like in there before. That's very weird. Okay, let's go through here. I guess that's not a door. Down there's a door, okay, well, except that I can't. Well, maybe I'll just clip through the wall. So yeah, I'm gonna guess this is some sort of bug where if you fly through this kind of gelatinous looking thing, it kind of turns into a force field, and you can't get back out, which is alright. I'm just noticing the top left there's a little bit of a HUD sort of thing. I don't know what any of those mean, of course, except for HP is this presumably hit points. Go ahead and hit that enter key. This kind of looks like that same shader, except there's all light shining through it, so... Ooh. Whoa. Can you, like... Alright. So there's a lot of inertia, which is... Looks like there's more on your forwards and backwards than on your left and right. But what I'm noticing is it seems like you can kind of like pick up speed by moving straight into a wall and then like turning real quick. Like if I let go and then turn, it's like I keep moving in the direction I'm facing. It's a little awkward. I mean, it's physically inaccurate, I suppose, so maybe unintuitive. But yeah, let's see what else we can see here. It's very nice looking in general. It kind of looks like some kind of a space dock sort of thing, which I apparently can exit. I guess I'm outside of the level generation now. That's kind of cool. Did it just not generate what's over here yet? What's supposed to be over here? Yeah, that's the case. Interesting. So it only generates it when you go through the doors. Nice little benches here. Oop. All right, so it's kind of nice having the first-person perspective when you have kind of nice assets like this, because it's like you can kind of look at stuff and can appreciate the eye candy, so to speak. Now, this is weird how it's all kind of white in here. Looks like it's made out of nickel or something. It's very weird. But yeah, were there some kind of objective here? I see it being pretty fun. It's kind of just cool to move through. The environments are detailed enough that it makes it interesting to move through. Hopefully I mean, a lot of this I'm just clipping through, so hopefully with more collision added that it wouldn't become like hairy to navigate because you'd be running into everything. It'd be a good idea to try and keep things nice and smooth as far as collision goes. Ooh. So I think it might just keep like infinitely. Every time there's a door, it probably just spawns a new room and it just kind of keeps going on and on and on. Unless you spawn a room that doesn't include a door or something. I don't know if like maybe the individual rooms are designed, but they're randomly placed. You know, I would imagine that, you know, there's got to be some limit to how robust the procedural generation is, and these are very detailed environments, so that's probably a good chunk of it that's human placed here. It'd also be very confusing if you actually had to like keep track of where you were and where to go, probably. Like coming up here, it's just kind of like, oh, does it just keep going up? No. Interesting. Oh. Whoa. That was a bit weird. Alright, so this room, again, if I fly, apparently I can fly through these, except I can't fly back out after I do, and there's a little, it looks like some kind of console thing to interact with, except there's no interaction yet, so here's another one of these rooms. Is this glass? It is glass. So you can't really see, yeah, I don't see like any shader or anything, any kind of visual element depicting the glass. Ooh. Okay. Did the level just unload, perhaps? That was unusual. It's kind of funny how you can kind of, if you do clip out here, you can kind of see the rooms kind of legoed together like this, though. That's cool. I guess it doesn't... I don't know what happened, if I just teleported or something, but... Oh look, all these doors just hanging out here. That's funny. Like, oh. So I just loaded this room by activating that floating door. Okay, so this is all unloaded, so maybe there's some kind of dynamic unloading of rooms and stuff, which would of course make sense, because you don't want to just like memory leak yourself out. But it's kind of funny that you can do that. It's very teleport feeling. Oh, this is interesting. Kind of a control console here. Not a very nice view out the window there, but oop. Can I... Alright, I can just clip through the wall again. Yeah, so it's oddly kind of fun to just kind of break the game by clipping out and then kind of cheating around like this. It's cool that you can see inside these windows too. I don't know if this is supposed to be an outer space setting as it seems, which would be nice if you had some kind of skybox with stars or whatever. That'd probably look cool. So this is apparently in the ceiling. Oh, can kind of sneak in here? I guess I'm not supposed to. This is something that would be cool though if you somehow made little sort of secret type things where you could kind of like sneak into places by finding little secret openings and stuff. It'd probably be a lot of fun because you get the sense that you're like a small drone or something, and you can kind of fit into sneaky spaces, you know, like the Metroid games or whatever, with the morph ball. Alright, well, yeah, unfortunately not much to do as as the developer said, but the assets are very cool to look at. And they seem to be composed together in a way that's very nice. Oh. Alright. This didn't load in before, but it did this time. So yeah, I definitely think the controls are still pretty wonky. And the fact that you can kind of spin around like this is probably not really useful in gameplay. There's something to be said for, I mean, you're looking at making the game more disorienting, I think, but being able to kind of fly in any direction kind of dynamically, there doesn't have to be an up and down, but probably a lot more comfortable for gameplay if you kind of define an up and down, I would imagine, and get the looking around to kind of feel more intuitive and what people are used to in a sense. But yeah, if you could get the controls tightened up and obviously, you know, work on some kind of objective and all that fun gameplay stuff, could be pretty interesting. So, might as well wrap this up. Probably aren't gonna say anything else that's gonna be useful, so no sense in babbling any longer. Hopefully this was useful in some capacity, though. Looks like this didn't load back in right. But I do like the way it feels when you like escape and kind of look at things from the outside, and then you kind of, it's weird when you teleport into these rooms by activating the doors and stuff. It's kind of interesting, so maybe you could get some kind of clever creative ideas from that. I don't know, but yeah, interesting game, cool assets. I'm curious to see where it goes from here, so hopefully that was useful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.